From the outside, Elena Voss seemed to embody the essence of a quiet, unassuming life. By day, she navigated the humdrum of spreadsheets and accounts as a devoted manager, and by night, her presence faded like the setting sun, leaving only shadows in the small, sleepy town of Ash Hollow, North Carolina. But that facade masked a much deeper reality, a life steeped in secrecy and purpose. Beneath her beige cardigans and the aromatic steam that rose from her cup of herbal tea, she was a federal operative for the Department of Domestic Intelligence, part of an elite shadow unit known only to a select few within the U.S. Secret Service. Elena had established strict rules, her guiding principles in a world where trust could be as dangerous as betrayal. Chief among them, tell no one, especially to family. Temporarily stationed in her childhood hometown of Ash Hollow, Elena had concocted a story of family leave to cloak her true mission. Her mother, recently remarried and filled with an earnest desire to reconnect, had tugged at her heartstrings to return. Her stepfather, Dean, however, struggled to welcome Elena back into the fold, treating her as if she were a stranger who had intruded into his domain. Dinner conversations became battlegrounds of scrutiny. Dean's eyes, sharp and probing, dissected her every movement as if seeking buried truths. "You got secrets, girl," he snarled one evening, his fork stabbing accusingly at the golden brown roast Elena had painstakingly prepared. "You live under my roof. I've got the right to know." But Elena remained resolute in her silence. Aware that even the most innocuous detail could unravel her carefully constructed life, she chose to endure the simmering tension in the household. To Dean, her quietness morphed into an insult, a willful rebellion against his authority. With each day, his cruelty deepened. He cut the power to her bedroom, declaring it faulty wiring, plunging her nightly retreat into darkness. He accidentally donated her travel bag to charity, a smug satisfaction evident in his smirk. When she dared to call in sick to maintain her cover, he thundered at her loud enough for the neighbors to eavesdrop. "Some patriot you are, lazing around like the rest of the freeloaders." Elena faced it all with unyielding composure, a storm of emotions churning within her. It was not indifference, it was a sacred vow to protect something far greater than herself. Then came the night when Dean cornered her in the dim light of the garage, his voice tinged with suspicion and thinly veiled menace. "You in some kind of trouble with the law?" Elena paused, letting the weight of the question settle in the air. A smile flickered across her face, cool and calculating.
"No."
"But some people should be." The very next day, she vanished without a trace. Years slipped by, and Dean remained oblivious to the truth. Yet, on a crisp evening while watching a televised debriefing about a thwarted national security threat in Ash Hollow, a chill coursed through him. The operation had been orchestrated by an anonymous agent, their face obscured by a digital blur. But he recognized those eyes, those piercing, resolute eyes. He had seen them across the dining table, unwavering and steadfast. And they had not flinched.